Hello and welcome again for another multiple choice question in IB Chemistry. This one for higher level students, which is correct for the reaction mechanism shown. And here you have a reaction mechanism. I've gone through several questions related to this topic. If you want to review those questions, you can click on the card above. But looking specifically at this question, and while there might be some trick and short way to cheat and arrive at the answer for this question, we're not going to consider that way right now. But let's look at the specific reaction. And there are two bits of information that you must utilize to solve this question. The first one is that the slow step is also known as the rate determining step, or the RDS. And this is the step that determines the rate of the reaction. So 2A going to give B and 2C, that is what dictates the rate of this reaction. The next thing that you must know is that reactants and products must be a part of the overall reaction. So anything that's an intermediate cannot be a part of the overall reaction. So let's have a look at the steps. 2A gives B plus 2C, and then B gets consumed here, never showing up again in the mechanism. Then we've got 2 C's. One C gets consumed in the second step, and the other C gets consumed here. So those intermediates are not going to be a part of the overall equation. But 2A starts off and it never appears again. That's got to be a part of the overall equation. And of course you end up with E and F, those final products. That too must be a part of the final equation. Then we have one more intermediate, D being produced here and then D being consumed here. So that too needs to be removed. Then we end up with an E here and another E here. So this E is a product, doesn't go into this step, so it suggests that we have 2 E's and an F. So we're looking for an overall equation of 2A gives 2E plus F. And it so happens that two answers on this side offer that choice. 2A gives 2E plus F, and 2A gives 2E plus F. So now we're down to two choices, B and D. And it's a hint that they've given that combination twice. That's a sign that most likely you're on the right track. Then over on this side, this choice and this choice, these two are repeated, whereas these two choices for the rate equation are completely different. And that also is a hint for a shortcut way of confirming your answer. But not looking at that, if your overall equation is 2A to give 2E plus F, then the rate of the reaction must be Ka to the power of 2. This, of course, is not a case of determining the rate equation from a single step, but it's about deriving the rate equation after the mechanism of the reaction has been presented. And to arrive at the mechanism of the reaction, of course, you need experimental data. So the final answer for this question would be D, and that is after you've narrowed down to B and D, and then looking over on this side and you see that A and D both have this answer here, you could be pretty confident that your final answer is D.